Hi everyone, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. I know I'm a little late in reacting to My Hero Academia, the very last episode, but I'm gonna say this. My birthday's coming up and my family they knew that I got very interested in the remake of Resident Evil 4. Even my brother knew. He also wanted to play it, and they told me you know what, let's cooperate all together. I fetch in because it is a little expensive. Um, it's kind of weird saying this, but for my birthday, my parents, well, my entire family, my mom, my dad, and my brother, they decided to get me a PlayStation 5 plus the remake of Resident Evil 4. Again, I honestly been very excited to play. My brother has been very excited. So we were both thinking, you know what? My brother and I thinking, well, let's save up a little bit of money, and you and I will buy it both. But unfortunately, time passed, and the money that I managed to save, of course, I had to spend it on something else. And I was like, ah, great, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. I mean, I did my taxes already, so I'm expecting a huge refund, but it's taking a little bit of time. But just on the day that the game got released, my parents were like, you know what, they kept asking me constantly, what do you want for your birthday? I'm like, honestly, I don't even know what I want. And then they decided, you know what, let's get you the PlayStation 5. But I'm like thinking, no, it's a really expensive gift. I mean, the PlayStation 5 alone is like over 500 bucks, and the game alone is over 60 bucks. So we're talking about almost $620, and that's including tax. And I was like, no, 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 I think it's too expensive. But my parents kept insisting, my brother too. And I told him, you know what? I reached a compromise. How about I also pitch in to buy the game? Because I just didn't feel comfortable for all three just paying for such an expensive gift for me. And they agreed, so we split the bill amongst all four, and they gifted me a very, very nice gift. PlayStation 5, including the bundle with Thor Ragnarok. I'm thinking of the movie. I mean, God of War Ragnarok, and the Resident Evil 4 remake, which I've been playing, so that's why I'm a little late in uploading videos, because I got really into the game, and also I got a little bit sidetracked writing, as you know, is one of my other hobbies, and also I'm also saving a little bit more money because my best friend's birthday's coming up, and I went to buy her a gift at the mall. Well, part of it because I'm like, I feel like I need to get her something else. And also, I got myself something, pochta plushie. I found it at the mall. I'm like, you know what? I just gotta get it. As you can see, I'm finally showing it up. But it's been a really, really cool week playing the game, and it was a very nice thing my family did for me, and now I have a console. I mean, let's skip a generation. I mean, though, I still have my PlayStation 2. You'll be surprised. Well, it's my brother's PlayStation 2 because they gifted that to him on like, I want to say probably 2005. It's a long time. It still works. And that's how I play Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3 in those consoles. I can't do the HD collections because they're terrible. I still play those games. I'm just being very careful to um, uh, take care of those two games because they're very, very old and very, very expensive if you want to buy them again. And also, I do remember playing Resident Evil 4, the original right there, but I never finished it. And I'm playing the remake. But definitely, I'm gonna invest in buying the remake for 2 and 3. I did watch those walkthroughs on YouTube. Unfortunately, um, my family, I couldn't really invest too much in video games. That was back like when I was in like elementary school, so I watched a lot of walkthroughs, and it got me a little bit into gaming. I mean, I haven't been into video games that much because goodness, life got in the way. I just been so busy doing some other stuff, and also there hasn't been many good games after, I want to say probably 2013. I mean, one of the last ones you could say like kind of like the new ones I played was The Last of Us. I love that game. I still play it on the PlayStation 3. It's pretty fun. I did get the chance to play it for the PlayStation 5 when my other friend lent me his console and the game, and I was like, wow, they improved like so many of the little details, and it looks a very beautiful game. Although I don't feel like playing part two because the storyline I watched a walkthrough was horrendous. They did a horrible job, and it was just so disappointing how they ruined such a great story. But I'm getting sidetracked again. It's time to watch the very last episode for the sixth season for My Hero Academia. I'm very excited for this episode because I love that conversation. We're gonna see between All Might and Stain. Honestly, it's also one of my other favorite chapters for this season, and I'm gonna give like a rating for this whole season. I did that for the last season, which was very disappointing, but this season has been very phenomenal, especially portraying some of those dark and heavy chapters. Voice acting, it's just been phenomenal. So I'm gonna wait to do my review at the end of the episode. So let's begin.
弟子の辛い時何もしてやれなかった生きてここにいるそれだけで背中を押される人間がたくさんいます
Forgetting those words. All Might.
それは英雄への冒涜か取り消せ苦人
Wow, the soundtrack fits so well. Yep. Oh man. He doesn't want to kill you. Shh. You need to see this. Goodness, Stain. Your voice actor is doing this so well. Stain is the real one, man. And this is where the Oh my god. Goodness. Sting's voice actor doing that part of those chapters in a manga. Wow. I remember reading those chapters, literally it just shook me. I was like, wow. And it's just it's a very, very beautiful chapter. I mean, I remember the first time I read about Stain, I was like, I mean, the way he's trying to show people what it means to be a hero might not be the correct one, but he is right about a couple of things. And right here, he knew Toshinori All Might is All Might, but he doesn't recognize him as All Might anymore. And the way to show him what it means to be All Might, what made All Might a hero, it's a very beautiful thing and something that All Might needed to realize and remember. And wow, I want to cry so bad, but no crying, man. Props to the voice actor. He did such a amazing job showing those emotions. Man, I'm too stunned, man. And this is where the outcome of the war begins to change, thanks to Stain. And I'm thinking we're gonna see that soon, either by the end of this episode or by the next season. For goodness, I can't stand seeing All Might cry like this. But he really needed to see this to remind himself what it means to be a hero. And I love the symbolism here, how it stops raining and we're seeing some sunlight. No man is an island. I love the change of music. Oh, this part! The way they carry him. I've been excited to see this scene. Exactly. Calling him Izuku, not Deku anymore. What chance? This is so cool. It's so nice to see him. It's clean and a little bit more rested. Oh, come on, man. Yeah. This is very important. It starts changing everything again. You could still do something. Great, Yami. Yeah. It's not fair. He pulls him. All right, all right. Man, I wanted to talk so bad, but goodness, they're going so fast. It's hard to talk. I really enjoy just enjoying everything that's going on in the episode. Yeah, what was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, Todoroki. It almost reminds me of Attack on Titan. Because of like how people see aliens as Sabitzer Ymir as devils because of like what they did in the past, and Shoto is almost dealing a similar scenario where because of what Dabi did and also Endeavor's mistakes in the past, he's also being associated with that. And we gotta recall in the beginning of My Hero Academia, Shoto was completely different. He was just so absorbed into the hatred he had for his father, and if it weren't for Izuku, he would have likely become Dabi. He saved them, and he has changed so much. I mean, not just him, but everyone. I mean, Bakugo's development is one of the best, honestly. Even honestly, everyone. It's just one of the reasons why I love My Hero Academia. I mean, I still remember I hated Bakugo for being such a bully, but now seeing his progress, losing that inferiority complex to this point where he apologizes for everything he did to Izuku and calling him Izuku. But of course, it still hasn't changed his determination that he aims to be the number one person. And that's really, really awesome. We know Shoto, his beginning, forgetting his origin, and finally getting it back, trying to become the hero he wants to be, a hero to put people at ease, and never trying to show everyone that he's moving past his dark past, trying to atone for everything he has done, and becoming a symbol for people now that All Might retire. All Might, it was this cheerful person, but as we learn more about his past, the quirk, and eventually losing it, things getting very, very, the war and everything, it made him forget what made All Might special, what made All Might the symbol of peace, and Stain reminding him of that. It's very, very cool. So, I mean, Stain, I still can forget those chapters in the manga with Stain, and it just seemed very, very interested, like, especially him thinking, saying, what does it mean to be a hero? Is it because they have superpowers? Is it because they want to save people and all of this? And seeing Izuku as a true hero and not seeing Ida as a hero because he's given it into his hatred because of what he did to his brother. But eventually, Ida also realized that giving into his hatred is not the right thing to do, even if that person might harm someone you love. And wow, honestly, they did a very good job for these chapters in My Hero Academia, especially that scene. All my remembering Stain's words about the embers he has put in this next generation. And I don't want this season to end. I actually want to see what's gonna happen next. I mean, I told you I'm a manga reader, and so much stuff is happening right now. Let's continue.
身体を完成させるより早くワン・フォー・オールを手中に収めたがっている。真意がどうあれ、タルタロス襲撃から2ヶ月とすると、オール・フォー・ワン、
Yeah, they don't have a lot of time.
猶予はあと1ヶ月。そう思っていた。ステインによってオールマイトへ渡されたタルタロスの警備記録。手紙は強烈なオールマイトへのラブレター。ステインはオールマイト以外にこの情報を渡すつもりはなかった。まさかヒーロー殺しのヒーローを後押しするとは。
It's so ironic. And we're going back to the outbreak.
ここが治療であれば外はもう情報だ。情報がいる。他が銃を抱え死に絶える中、その男はまるで我が子を守るかのようにそれを抱いていた。
He's not letting it go.
これをつかむ情報がいる。沈めシガレットに組みした渡さんぞ。大切なものか。記録媒体。返せ。それは正しい人間の元に。今は壊された。安心しろ。お前の信念が正しい。
Wow.
届く。赤黒貴様は人かけどものか。正しいように組みするだけのけだものだ。だから俺が唯一信用できる人間
All Might.
死の間際まで世のためにあろうとした小さな信念をお前は受け取らなければならない。全てはお前が始めたことなのだから。刑事パトロール終わりました。ご苦労。しかし殺人犯に王も救われちゃ旗なしだね。タルタロスのシステムは外界からの接触を断つため完全なるスタンドアローン。この記録は本来見られるはずのなかったものだ。情報の中にはシステムダウンの原因、先の戦いで死柄木が対応した電波による攻撃を外と内から立て続けに受けている。死柄木友の中に宿ったオール・フォー・ワンの意識と本体がシンクロしているわけですね。個性に宿る意識を介した思考の共有。私もワン・フォー・オールでも同様のことがあった。問題はそいつが双方向ではないということだ。私の思考はワン・フォー・オール内の私の意識と同期するように。
I remember this part. It's pretty crazy.
私本体に同期されるような経験はとんとなかった。少年に触れた時、いや 直接触れられるほどに近づいた時、意識体の思いが私に流れ込んできた。オール・フォー・ワンのそれが仮にワン・フォー・オール以上のシンクロ率だとしても、水深約500メートルに幽閉されていた本体が地上にいる信楽の具体的な思考を受け取れるものだろうか。
あるんじゃないですか、双子のあれ的な。
それもあるかもしれんが、今回奴らは電波でやり取りしていた。電波の個性を所持していれば受信することも可能なはず。事実、記録に残っていた電波の波形は会話のようになっていた。
解析数なんですよね。やり取りの内容が。
38日で完成す
They
る。
have even less time than that, man.
セントラルの研究でもちゃんと2ヶ月。
研究されることもその結果もブラフにする。本体と意識体の間でしかわからないこの更新が奴の本当のスケジュールならば、器としての信楽はあと3日ほどで完成する。
Jesus, man. 3 days.
そう、我々には時間が必要だ。連合に対抗する術を手に入れる。
They don't even have a lot of time. They thought they had like about a month, but it's actually 3 days.
オールマイトから直々に
進むんだ。絶望を乗り越え、さらに向こうへ。
Oh man. They left it in such a cliffhanger. Man, I can't wait until the anime Star and Stripe battle, man. It's one of the best battles for the upcoming arc, man. I'm gonna lose it, man. They better do a good job on it. And of course, we saw Sana being introduced in one of the most recent movies, which honestly I didn't really like. But they're barely teasing him here, and they're gonna tease him a little bit more. But wow, what a way to end the season, teasing Star and Stripe, man. And you might not recognize her, but remember that movie? I forgot the name. I think it's called Heroes. I don't remember. Is this the end? Oh man, what a bummer. But I was saying, remember that movie? God, I can't remember the name. I can't believe it. I think it's called Two Heroes or Hero. I think it's called Heroes Rising. Yeah, I think it's called. Remember, like in the opening scene, we see a little girl inside a car with another little girl. That little girl is starring Stripe, man. It's pretty amazing. And or maybe I shouldn't have said that. I think I probably did a spoiler. I'm gonna have to put a spoiler because probably not many people know that. That's something you learn in the manga, so I should put a little bit of spoiler in there. I'll definitely put it because very likely some people are gonna get mad at me. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm really excited to what's happening right now. Finally, Hirokoshi is back from a break, and so much stuff is happening in this current arc in My Hero Academia. It's completely insane. Shoji will get a spotlight, and I'm very excited for those chapters because those chapters are very deep and incredibly beautiful at the same time. Goodness, I want to talk so much of everything that happens, but I can't. But yeah, things are finally gonna start getting intense. And I can't wait to see Star and Stripes quirk in action. It's completely, oh my god. Ah, goodness. This is pissing me off. Man, I left it in such a cliffhanger. That's not fair. But anyway, after watching this episode and everything, it's pretty amazing. Let me talk about some other stuff I want to talk about this episode. Of course, Izuku is still having nightmares. It's pretty normal. He's still a little bit tense. Probably he even is sensing it that they don't have a lot of time, but I doubt that. But it's really cool that they're showing that even though that Izuku's back to Jue as it plays, he's still a little bit tense, and it's understandable, and I'm glad they kept that little detail. Especially him waking up with an attack. It is understandable. I mean, it's been a while since I had night terrors. Where I mean, the last night terror I had was in high school, where I literally just jumped out of my bed and I was about to literally run out of my room. Like I was already, my hand was on the doorknob, ready to just like pull it, and I had to like pretty much calm myself down. I'm like, hold up, hold up, hold up. It was just a big nightmare. You're okay. Very, very scary stuff. I honestly can't remember what exactly happened on the dream, but just the thought of it kind of terrifies me. But honestly, voice acting all these episodes, I think they did a pretty good job. I did get very pissed off that they put in a filler episode. It kind of ruined it a little bit. Some parts the quality went down in the animation, which, I mean, come on. I'm gonna give this a solid 8 out of 10. Honestly, they did a very, very well done job. Animation, soundtrack, the movements, the choreography, especially the voice acting. Goodness, it's phenomenal. This season was far better than the last one. And I'm very disappointed in the last season because they ruined one of my top favorite arcs in My Hero Academia, My Villain Academia. They really, I'm sorry, Studio Bones, you kind of ruined that arc. I wish you would have just said fuck it with the censorship and do it graphic. But they did a well job. Yeah, they did a well done job here. Honestly, far better than the 5th season, and I'm very, very excited to see the 7th season because so much stuff is gonna happen on that arc. I'm very, very excited. Honestly, I even feel like rereading those chapters in a manga because that fight with Star Strife, I remember talking it with a coworker at work who reads manga like me, and we were like, holy shit, we just couldn't stop talking about it, how awesome it looked. Goodness. But yeah, I mean, so much stuff is happening right now in the manga. It's amazing, but of course I'm not gonna talk about it. I mean, of course I did a little bit of spoiler, so I'm gonna put a spoil alert. I'll probably just edit it down because I have to be careful with spoilers. I don't want to do that to you anime watchers. It's not right. So please forgive me if sometimes I slip. Sometimes it's very hard to remind myself, hey, leave that to the manga readers. But honestly, great job on this season. I'm very, very excited on the 7th season. Do not start with a filler, please. Please. I'm really, really hoping we get to see you next year, sometime in the springtime or even in the fall. I mean, if it takes a little bit of time, but it improves the quality, I don't mind it, honestly. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you for the next video.